Hey guys, hopefully you're tuned in, you're watching, you're with us. I'm a little tired, I'm a little out of it, not gonna lie, but still coming to you live. Yeah, so tonight we're just kind of winging it again, but we're starting with getting a better sprite in place for our character, because right now our character is just this green blobby stickman dude thing. So yeah, step one is we're gonna get a better sprite in for that. We're just gonna probably fight with Synfig a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get at it. Alright, cool. I'm also just going to get the chat going on my phone, because I always forget to do that. Bear with me a moment. So many buttons. And look at that dashboard, cool. It knows what I want. Oh, but my charger's not in here. Stand by just a moment, I'm going to grab my charger. I will be right back. I swear it's not just an empty stream. It's a guy. It's some dude. It's an actual stream. And we're really making stuff. And I'm gonna hope and pray that I actually updated the thing. JavaScript open game dev. Cool. I always forget to update that, but that looks fine to me. Cool. Alright, let's get cracking. Report a problem. Ubuntu is ready. Not what we want to see, but that is the result of my last Synfig crash, so let's just bring up Synfig again, see if we can get this sprite to export, even though I've now reduced his total frames from 144 to 32, 33, something like that. What am I doing? That's not what I wanted to do at all. Open recent. Shortened. Let's have a look. But when I tried to export it, oh, maybe it still has 144 frames. It's just, I bet you that's what the problem is. Hold the phone here. Where do you change? You changed that in Canvas, oddly. 24 frames per second, and yes, end frame 144. Wrong-o, not anymore. Now end frame is going to be 32. It was 32 frames. So end frame 32. So duration 33, yeah, start for 0, that checks out. Okay, so now if we play it, we get just like a shortened version of our original animation. Doesn't look too good when you play it here, but that's because we're playing it at a pretty quick frame rate. In the actual game, I think we'll slow it down. I'm going to try once more to export it full size like this, and maybe with 32 frames it won't explode. But we're gonna find out real quick here. So render, PNG sprite sheet, quality 3, sure. Everything is the same and whatever. Yep, good. Render, and does it crash? It's the new game we get to play here. Will it crash? Will it crash? Synfig Studio on my cheap and cheerful desktop. Exporting a fairly hefty sprite sheet, but only 32 frames, so, you know, in theory, you can still scroll and stuff. Maybe it didn't crash. Maybe. Last time it crashed a little late on me, though, so we'll see if it actually does. Oh, we have a PNG. It's huge, but we have a PNG. But hold on, how huge is it? Because we might experience... Okay, 8,052 pixels wide. That's still pretty gigantic. I think we might experience... Let's try it, but I think we might hit problems with WebGL with my GPU, my built-in Intel GPU, from what I can tell. I don't know anything about hardware though, so I'm really just, that's like me saying that is big for me. Anyhow, it did actually export, so that's amazing. That's wonderful. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just so dry. Such dry hands I have. So failing this, our next plan of attack is to, hey, look at that, that's cool. It's actually like full quality. Whoa, what am I doing? Not flags. So yeah, compared to that many frames, we now have that many frames. Much more doable, hopefully. But yeah, worst case scenario is we'll cut the size like in half or something, and then export it again, and hopefully WebGL plus my GPU will be able to handle it. But the thing is, I want this game to be at least kind of playable on like lower power machines. Like I've got a Chromebook that I was actually trying to stream from before, and I want these games to be playable on that thing. That's the goal for me, basically. If you can play them on a Chromebook, that pretty much checks out as like as backwards compatible as they need to be in this day and age, in my opinion. So I guess the next step is to actually load the thing and see if it works. Although to do that, probably help if I had it in the right thingamajig. Home, games, no place like source, assets. Probably delete my friend stuff out of there. Wait a minute, did I commit that? Oh dear. I think I might have committed my friend's... Oh right, there's music playing. Whoops, I should listen to that. Cool. I think I've committed my friend's project to my project. That was a mistake. Oh right, probably help if I was in the right directory too. Yep, I 100% committed my friend's project to my project. That was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that, did that. Anyways, so that's the old MC Africa we have in there. What's all that? Oh, that's... Huh. Okay, so got delete that, deleted, and we can paste in there shortened MC Africa. Just rename him to MC Africa. Cool, it is still a pretty large file size, and actually I think it was the file size KidQueb said that mattered. Maybe not the file size, but like how much it, well I guess the file size, for how much it takes up in memory, which, yeah, the file size, okay, yes. We're very professional on this show. By we, I mean I. Anywho. Okay, so yeah, let's... Oh, but what is our frame height and width? We should probably turn to Synfig to figure that out. Look at that, Synfig didn't crash. Beauty. So canvas properties, image, so 244 by 287. Whoops. .244 by 287. Let's find out if it... Will it crash? We get to play Will It Crash again. Will it crash? WebGL plus my ginormous sprite. Oh, and report a problem is still popped up. We'll just get rid of that. Don't send. I know you crash. It's just, it's not your fault. It's my computer. Not that I'm complaining about this computer. This computer is actually a gold mine for me. The fact that I can stream off of this thing and it comes across like decently viewable for you guys, 720p, I mean, not the best, but viewable nonetheless. Not the best, but viewable nonetheless, is a win in my book. My books. A win in my books. Yeah. Oh, and I've got coffee brewing outside too. I forgot about that too. My quest for less caffeine is not really going too well, but you know. Struggling to catch up with my typing in Discord. That's disconcerting. Just kidding, no, never mind. And again, a giant picture of my face every time. That's great, that's exactly what we want. Hey, I think, oh wait, it was a silent error, it wasn't a huge crash, it was a... Hey, it loaded the sprite in without exploding, I think. Don't need to have that. I really don't need that open actually, but it seems to refuse to close and then it does this weird glitchy thing, so never mind, I'll just keep it open. Work in progress. Technical issues. Stand by. Minor technical issues. Just opening a chat thing so that my sidebar doesn't go all jank on me, but I can't, it's really bothering me that I can't close it, because I would much rather have like Spotify or something there so I can change songs easier, but oh well. It's not going to be perfect. I am, however, just going to save this again, just to make sure we are actually updating. Recompiling, coolio. Active, and it's still not yelling at us. Hooray! That's awesome. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Yeah, that's sick. It's not yelling about anything anymore. So yeah, soon we're gonna replace this green dude with our actual sprite, and hopefully it's gonna look pretty cool. So we can comment out that guy. Oh, I probably shouldn't have saved it because now it's gonna explode with errors, but guy. There are 5 instances. We're gonna replace it with MC Africa. Yep, and that's it. Cool. So I'm probably gonna have to scale him down by half, but we should have our character that we so we put so much time, love, and compassion into drawing, rigging, and animating. And look at that! The animations, of course, are totally whacked out and not accurate at all. I just realized that that's going to be busted up, but that's so sick. That's actually, like, legitimately kind of our character. Cool! Woo! Yeah! Alright. So, I guess first things first, let's scale him down by half. So we're going to do that in this scene for now. So where we're setting the bounce, we'll also say set scale 0.5. Let's confirm that that works, and I'm gonna re-hack this scene so that preloader links us straight to Africa again, so we can not have to watch the title screen every time. Make testing a little faster for us. Good, yeah. Okay, like, so for instance, this would be a good time to go on Spotify because I kind of like this song. I think I'm going to save it in my library. Reflections by Delpho and Liam Taylor. Sounds cool. And is it? Showing up nobody else. Reflections, Delphio. Okay, not the whole artist, but it's doing better than it was. Okay, so now, next step, we need to actually define the animations properly. So, probably would help to have Synfig open for this. So frame 0, frame one. Oh, we can just look at the keyframes. So frame. Why was 0 not checked? That's odd. Hopefully it actually exported. But anyways, so frame 0 to frame. I guess what 4 would be. Yeah. Okay. So. So idle for him is going to be 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Just test that. Let's test them all in isolation. It's okay. It's not awesome, but it's not terrible. I'm kind of happy with it, actually. I'm good with that. I am going to change the background color as well of this so we can actually see his outline a little better, because seldom is it going to be like a black background in this game. I'm sure it's also a blue sky in Africa, but I just want to see an African sky for... okay, yeah. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of, like a sunset, I guess. Or this, with the clouds and the sun shining through. That's super cool. It's kind of a taupey yellow. I don't know if taupey's the word, but anyways, a yellowish kind of color, so... this... Where should we do that? Maybe right at the top. This dot cameras dot main dot set background color. Let's set it to white for now, just to see if it works and make sure I'm actually using the right function and all that. And indeed, it looks like I am, so that's a good start. So RGB, what is yellow, I guess? You know what, I'm just going to look up a color code. This is better than me just sitting here guessing colors. Hail26, what's up? Using an image, or you could do procedural sky. That would be very cool. Come back to that later. That's a great idea, but I want to just get the character working first. Color codes at sure, light yellow. Sounds like good to me. Oh, that's not how we want to do that. How's it going, Hail26? Glad you could make it. That's very yellow. That's like, well, you know what, let's just use Chrome's handy dandy dev tools and go like this. Yellow. And use the little color picker and say like something. I was thinking like that would be good, I suppose. So yes, that's our color now. I'm not too picky about capitalizing and not capitalizing the colors. It doesn't bother me too much. It's a total lie. I capitalize them all the time. Alright, so with that important capitalization out of the way, we can continue defining the actual real animations, not the old ones. So I might as well just delete these actually. Or no, I'll keep them because I want to reuse these keys later. I'm going to up that frame rate a little bit though to like 12. So yeah, frame rate of 12, repeat on. Now this is the running animation, so head on over to Synfig, that we'll be able to figure out where does the run start. So passing, oh that's like transitioning into the run. I'm not even going to deal with that right now because we can implement that, I'm sure. But first I just want to just have like a basic run working. We don't need that transition in just yet. So where is it going to loop, I suppose, is what I should find out. Contact, passing. Okay, leap up. So passing is where it repeats. So passing, and what, the first passing, I suppose? Yeah, okay, so frame 6 to frame 22. Cool. Start frame 6 and frame 22. That's run, sorted. And up will be our like leap, or whatever I called it in Synfig. Jump, maybe? That wouldn't make sense. Oh no, that's part of the run. See, that's why I called it leap. Leap up. So leap up, leap idle, leap up. That's like our leap jumping up animation. So our up animation is 26. No. 24. 28. So 24. 28. And down finally is fall, which makes more sense than down, but whatever, we'll just swing through. And that's literally just 2 frames, so that's the frames 30 and 32. Oh, that doesn't seem right though. I feel like I cut it off or something. Well, whatever, that's what we got for now, so we're just gonna have to make do. 30 to 32. Cool. 30, 32. All right, and now with all of that the frame number typing done, we should, in theory, have a sprite that, look at him, he kind of falls wacky, but that's okay. And he moonwalks, but he still walks. He like twitches pretty hard when he's falling, but I mean, that's okay. It still works. Just tweaking out when he falls, but other than that, he's pretty normal. Pretty normal dude. Cool. I'm happy with that. Alrighty. I mean, I'm not 100% happy. Looks cool. Thanks, GX Evolved. Yeah, I just shortened up the animation by a bunch of frames and just, yeah, instead of 144 frames, it is now 32 frames. So, more manageable for Synfig, more manageable for WebGL. Just better news for everyone. Anyways, I'm just gonna get rid of this because we're pretty well done with that for now. Just falling forever. Maybe that we can fix that after. We can make it so that if you fall under a certain height or under a certain Y, it'll reset. Yeah. So we also need to flip him now. There's a way to do this in Phaser 3, and I, for the life of me, can't remember, but you know who can remember is my other game. So let's find some code from that. The twitching when he is falling is cool, you think? Cool, man. Alright, then we'll just leave it. Sounds good. No, that's not what I want. I have way too many of these. Good lord. I really need to clean up this a bit. No, Adventure Game is the one, actually. We just want Game 2. Yes, Blue World, and somewhere in here I have the scale at 2. Oh, I must be scaling them up by... Weird. Okay, anyways, whatever. But I'm not using the setter functions. I'd rather do that. If it was smoothed out, yeah. Pale26, I think I'm with you. It might be better if we just rounded it a little bit so he's not quite so like jank with his movements, but whatever, we can always come back to that. That's not like a super huge thing right now. Anyways, what was I looking for? Right, set scale X. Taser 3. Set scale XY. Oh, I guess, yeah, I've already used that function, haven't I? It's just set scale, so... So, let's see here. If the left button is down, we'll say this .mc .set scale. So what is it? Left, so it will be negative 0.5, 0.5, not 0.0, and 0.5 all around for right. Whoa, he like flies, he comes out of the hitbox. That's wacky. Huh. Not really ideal, but we'll fix that in a moment. But it looks okay. I mean, at least just for the sake of walking around and stuff. What is the MC variable, asks GX Evolved. I just use MC as like main character. That's just what I call it. So it's just the variable that holds the sprite of that guy. And Hale26 says, it does look funny, i.e. I would probably look about the same if someone lobbed me off a bridge. Yeah, fair, man. I mean... well, you know, whatever. He's just doing him, man. He's just how he falls. Yeah, that's... look at that. We can... That's so weird. Okay. Let's figure out why he's coming out of his box. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Oh, wait. No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use this function. I don't know why this would be any different, but just try. Not create. I really do need to fix my environment up a little bit. That is going to start getting annoying. Hey Emmanuebs, what's up? Try to resize the collision box when the player is standby. Yeah, good idea. I was thinking that would be something that we should do for sure, is like, because the only reason it's so wide is because when he's running full out, there's one frame where he's like kind of in a jump and his legs are really sprawled out. But that's the only reason the sprite is so wide, so in every other case it doesn't really make sense. Did I sleep? I tried. I didn't really get much. I kind of just like... I laid in bed for like a few hours and just like... Yeah, not really. I don't know. It didn't really happen, unfortunately. Oh! Sorry, you were talking to Emmanuebs. I'm bad. Don't even pretend I didn't even say anything. Yeah, Emmanuebs, did you sleep? Actually, you need it more than all of us. Yeah, you can adjust the collision box of the player. Yes, we can, but did you sleep? That's the important thing here. 3 hours, says Emmanuebs. Oh man, okay. Well, it's better than nothing, so I'm proud of you, dude. Good job. Anyways, yeah, let's see if this works. I don't know why it... Nope, apparently it's not a function. Okay. And let's just find the labs and see see what their example is. I'm sure they've got something for this. It would be in sprites, I would imagine. Whoa, spine. That's interesting. Sprites or game objects, maybe? Game objects. Yeah, here we go. Sprites. Sprite rotation, not quite. Let's just, you know what, this is probably an easier Google search. I feel like there's just like a phaser 3 way of doing this that's super easy. Layers, okay. Flip, okay, here's this. Oh, flip X, that's what it is. I knew there was something for this. Okay, here we go. So we want set flip X true. Set flip X false. This should work. And if it's still doing that wacky thing where he's way outside the collision box, then I don't even know. And what? It doesn't work? Are you serious? Okay, now I'm actually confused. Okay, well, at least it says due to the rapid pace of change, some links or details may no longer be correct. I mean, oh flip. Maybe it's, we have to hit the, oh, wait. I'm just saying this dot, my bad. This dot, MC dot. There we go, hopefully this works. Requirements to be successful. When inspiration hits, you gotta go, go, go. Totally, man. Hey, there we go, look at that, he flips now. Nope. I kind of want to speed up the frame rate a little bit though. I actually made that for 24 frames per second, not 12. Not that, I don't know that we're going to be hitting those frame rates mid-stream, but let's just up it to 24 and see how it looks. I feel like his idle animation, he's just going to be like, and his falling one. Yeah, he's just kind of like, he looks like, he probably looks like as hyped up as we actually are on caffeine, you know what I mean? Or just me. Well, the running one looks a little better. Okay, so why don't we just play with the frame rates a little bit. So idle can be like pretty low, so like let's set that to 10. Run can be faster, but 24 was a little excessive, so we'll say 18. Up is a good 12, and down was, I think, also good at 12. So let's try that. Bro, I love watching you debug and figure stuff out. It is so great to see. Thanks, GX Evolved. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad it's like entertaining or useful or none of the above or all of the above or whatever for you guys. I'm really happy that you guys are getting stuff out of it. Kinda skips a frame though. But, well, whatever. We can deal with that some other... Well, the animation doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be better right now. That's how I really want to do these games, is I don't want to do like huge releases. I just want to do lots and lots of little iterative improvements, you know, get that MVP and then just slowly build up on it. That's how I want to do this. Make coffee replenishes health, coffee and Red Bull. Yeah, man, totally. 100%. So anyways, that is a sort of jank, but mostly working character. Cool. And I'm thinking, like, for some reason, whatever the starting area is, you won't have a weapon, which will explain why he's just running around with nothing in his hands, because I didn't really think of that when I was drawing him, but yeah, I think it makes sense to have like a safe zone where you put your weapons in like a little umbrella stand or something. Anyways, So yeah, I can stop jumping around and let's do some more stuff. So what would you guys like to see next? I have a few ideas, so if nobody has any thoughts on anything, that's cool. I can just keep doing what I was gonna do. My plan was to, for the next thing I was gonna do, I was gonna add like a, if you fall off the edge and fall far enough, it'll reset the scene eventually. So it's like you get like a death game over sort of thing, but it doesn't just, you don't have to reload the page. Make AI dun dun, just like bust out some machine learning plus phaser stuff. You know, machine learning in JavaScript is actually a thing now. TensorFlow, yeah, TensorFlow JS. I can't believe I actually remembered that, but believe it or not, it is really a thing. It's really here. We have, I don't know how good it is, but I mean, the fact that JavaScript used to be, you know, just like making underline, like changing colors on links and stuff, and now it has like doing machine learning. That's pretty rad. That sounds good. Death reset. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. We'll do that then. So for that, I think we're gonna have a condition in our update loop that will check, just straight up check his Y, I guess. Yeah, so check if player falls too far, death reset, as GXEvolved said. I like that term. So death reset. So if, let's just, for starters, let's go like this. Just to find out exactly, I'm sure it's just Y, but I just want to see to be sure. Yep, XY. Okay, so let's see what would be like a half decent Y that he could die at. Let's say this dot mc dot y. So we're just console logging his Y value. I'd love to see how you could utilize TensorFlow. Thanks, man. I don't know if I'm the one to do it. Machine learning is pretty beyond me at this stage. I understand the most basic of the most basic of the most basic spoon-fed anything with machine learning right now, but I would like to learn, so who knows, maybe it could be a part of a future project. Okay, anyway, so now we're down to about, let's just say 5,000. That's a good, solid number. So, if this dot mc dot y greater than 5,000, reset, which means I guess we'll just do this dot scene dot start again. Can we just call it on itself? Africa camp, would that work? No idea, but we're gonna find out. Just gotta have an idea. True, man. True enough. And down we go. Will it reset? Hey, it resets. Oh, invalid animation key. Oh, because we're running create. We must be running create again on the same instance. I don't know. There's probably like a dedicated way to reset the scene. I'll look into that. Resetting the scene, phaser 3, forms, hell yeah. Scene.restart, okay, cool. Knew there'd be something. Can you put all the player properties on an object so we can reuse the functionality? Yeah, eventually I want to like abstract out the sprites into their own classes that, like you said, we can then reuse. At the moment, I'm just doing all of this in one scene just so we have all the logic in one place and it's easy to edit just while we're figuring it all out. But then once we figured it out, we can extract it and make it better. is the plan. Okay, so scene.restart, let's give that a try. Ooh. And it works, but it's still throwing that invalid animation key thing again. I don't think it's just a warning. I hate to like ignore warnings all the time, but I usually end up doing that for a while until it gets really out of hand, and then finally I'll be like, okay, I'll fix all these warnings. But yeah, I think that's fine for now. Again, like, doesn't have to be perfect on the first run. We'll improve it over time. That's the whole idea of these projects. And anyways, I'm thinking the next thing we could do would be maybe like resize his hit area, right? Because we have established that that's something we need to do. But before we do any of that, I'll be right back, and I'm just going to grab my coffee because I desperately need it. And I'm back. Music names are still showing for you guys, right? Okay, cool. Emmanuebs, how is the OpenVC voting project coming along? Yeah, it's done, man. Just waiting for the payments. Hell yeah, Emmanuebs. Nice. That's sick, dude. Oops. So yeah, let's look into a way of changing the hitbox. Oh, set display size. Interesting, that could be what we want. Do we just pass in straight numbers into that? What are our dimensions again? 244, 287. So 244 divided by 2 would be 122. Could it possibly be that easy? Oh my god. 122, yes. And I'm not going to be able to figure that out now, so. To the calculator. They can graduate without their thesis. They can't graduate without their thesis. Oh, damn. Trying to implement OpenCV on React Native. Cool, man. Emmanuel, you work on some pretty neat sounding projects, man. Of course it's a 25. Anyways. It'd be really nice if we could set this bounding, or what is it called? Set display size. Okay, well, whatever. If we have to set it to the... Or I guess it makes sense, though, because we're not... Yeah, whatever. I'm just spinning out now. Set display size to... So, 1... No, it wouldn't be half, though, would it be? Because we're just trimming it. So, like, I don't know, 200, let's try. And then... the Y can just be a little less, so like 270 maybe. Let's try that. No thesis, no graduate. You got them, Emmanuels. They gotta pay up. Yeah, I finally started working on one of my freelance projects as well. Got a little bit done. I should have got more done, but that'll be more work later, unfortunately. Anyways, so let's see if this works. Set display size and then set the scale. No idea, but did we notice any difference whatsoever there?
Yeah.
Alright, let's... Is that going to reload both of them? Yes, it is, of course. Okay, well, hold on now. Hold your horses. Let's make it something really extreme, just so we can tell if there's any difference. 50. No, I think that's not changing anything, unfortunately. Hey. Offset bounding box? That's offsetting it. We don't want to offset it. We want to shrink it a little bit. That's why you feel bad on the students, because their thesis is a bit important and is a bit impossible sometimes, so they need to pay much. That sucks, man. Yeah, true. Kind of good for you though, you know, that you can get that money, that thesis money. Anyways, yeah, why? Okay, this should be easy. Increase hit area without increasing its body. This is phaser 2, but I mean... No. Add a second bigger sprite? I refuse to believe that's the only way. Okay, so apparently that's the phaser 2 way, but phaser 3 must have something better. Yeah, hit area dot set size right there. Oh, input. Sprite dot input. If you wish to resize the hit area, don't remove, then set it as being interactive. Instead, access the hit area object directly and resize the shape being used. Okay, I mean, yeah, try it. Try anything once. Real small again, 50 by like the same, 287. Just keep that the same for now. See if we can just shrink it on the X. The width. Ooh dear, we're not liking that. Cannot read property hit area of null. Okay, so that's not a thing then. Where else is hit area? Set scale, or this will not change the size of the game object is rendered in game. For that you need to set either set scale or set display size. Okay, so that's what we don't want to do. Sets the internal size of the game object as used for frame or physics body creation. Damn, so that means it's also using it for the frames, which means we are gonna have to do something different. Because if it's using it for the frames, you're going to start to see frame bleed between the animations if we're resizing both the frames and the physics box. I was hoping there would be a way to just resize the physics box without resizing the frames, but looks like we might not be that lucky. Okay, well, you know what? Let's start an issue. Why don't we do that? First of all, can we do that? And second of all, clone, no. Issues. Here we go. Hey, we can create issues. Cool. Awesome. All right, so yeah, so you guys, this is like for you guys too. Anytime you have an idea for a feature, or like you find a bug or something that should be better, totally just go on the GitHub. Just go straight to this link even. I will drop it in the chat. So go right there and submit an issue. Issues don't just mean bugs. Issues can also be like feature requests. So it's like, this is something you really want to see in the game. You think it's achievable, put it in here, and we'll work on it eventually. This way we just have a log of everything we are doing, did, and want to do in the game, in theory. Try bounding.box. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll give that a go. Where did you see that? I'm just gonna look it up. Unless you know the property off by hand. Yeah, Emmanuel's, I think. I'm just looking at that link on my phone over here. I think that's a version 2, a phaser version 2 example, so I don't know that that's going to work for us here, because we're on version 3 now. And also it sounds like they're just offsetting it, but we want to change the size, which is where things get a little bit trickier, I think. Unfortunately. But whatever, I'll throw an issue up for now. And I'll describe our problem, and if anybody ever wants to champion it, they can go for gold, or maybe I'll come back to it in the future. We'll see. Anyways, okay. No, let's just call it bounding box. Let's keep it all simple. Don't need to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Yeah, I think bounding box is not deprecated on version 3. Oh, okay, cool. You know what? Then sure, let's try it. Let's try it right now. phaser.io/examples/p2/arcade physics/offset bounding box. I am still just from what I read in the documentation, I am still a little bit skeptical. Like, oh, no, look at that. It actually did. That is exactly what we want. Okay, cool. I take it all back. I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. So body dot set size. Okay, interesting. So let's say instead of input.hit area, we'll say body.set size. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Hey, it works. And actually 50 is a lot less ridiculous than I thought it would be. Cool. Guess I'll just make it a little bit bigger, but actually that was a pretty good guess. Thank you, Emmanuel. I was just gonna give up and make a ticket, but we don't need to do that anymore. We solved it. You solved it. Thank you, sir. Tone this down by like 20, so 67, or just maybe 70. Okay. There, that's not bad. It's still floating just the tiniest little bit, so we'll make it like, yeah, 60. There we go. Now he's actually standing on the ground, and he's running, and all that. Oops. But all that stuff I said about the creating issues totally still applies, guys. Like, if you have any ideas or any, like, problems with, like, existing stuff, like, definitely throw it up in a GitHub issue on the repo, and I'll check it out. Someone will check it out. It'll get sorted one way or another. Oh yeah. You can use version 2 functionalities if they are not deprecated on version 3. That's what I did if I learn new frameworks. Okay, yeah, man, cool, right. That makes sense. I don't know why, like, I thought it's, like, just cut off and everything was different, but whatever, yeah, cool. Awesome, man. Good thing for me to learn tonight. Bam. This is my big problem with, like, developing anything, by the way, you guys. My big problem, anytime I'm working on a development project, is once I have something that's like slightly cool and interactive, I just can't stop like playing with it. I want to keep coding in my mind, but like in reality I just sit here and I'm like, oh, this is cool, look what we made. It's a little guy and you can run around and jump on these boxes. But anyways, enough of that. Okay, so that's another thing tackled. We've already got a lot done for this stream and we're only an hour in. Yeah, so what if we try and get a tile map system going instead of these like janky, sorry, I'm just kicking the huge amount of cables under my desk, but yeah, what if we do like a tile map system so we can actually like build out real levels instead of just like these platform things? Like ultimately I want to be using one of the slightly more advanced physics engines in Phaser, but for now, while we're starting off, just keeping that iterative change like development model in mind, I think it makes sense just to like keep progressing it as it goes and eventually switch up to that newer physics engine later. So yeah, if you guys are down with that, I'm down to make this thing work with an actual real tile map instead of this junk. I know just the program for us. Not that. This. Bam. Where is it on the Ubuntu Software Center? Let's have a look. I've been using this Ubuntu Software Center more and more. It's kind of like, I know if I was like a real developer, I'd be using apt-get for everything, but like, it's good. It works for like a lot of stuff too. But, oh, is it gonna fail us here? I think so. Yeah, okay, nice try. Alright. Maybe just on itch. Name your price. Sorry guys, oh, hold on. Sorry to do this, I will come back one day and pay for it for real. Or just, yeah, okay. But, tiled for Linux 64-bit. Release. Sounds promising. Okay, it's an app image, cool. So we just have to make it executable and run that baby. Tiled app image. Oh, is that, it just runs the whole thing? It doesn't like, did it install it or did it? Whoops, okay, hold on. Stand by. Uncheck that box and just try and run it again and see what happens. Maybe it'll install it. Maybe. Well, whatever. It works for now. Or you know what? No, I'm gonna be a real developer here and I'm gonna install it with apt-get. install tiled math editor on Ubuntu Linux. Sounds good. 2 years ago, sure, no problem. It's all good. Just want the command. Okay, so you have to add their PPA. That's fine. We will do just that. Add all that, add all that, add all that, then we gotta update. Ooh. You can do it. You can do it. I did it. Sudo apt-get update. Do we dare get the daily version? It's like the daily build, I imagine. Sure, let's be brave. Install tiled daily. Cool. As long as that didn't miss. Ah, no package. Okay, well, let's. I'm not just gonna start randomly typing in apt-get install things. Let's. Come on, can't be that hard. Oh, it is just tiled. Okay, cool. I was just scared. I thought tiled could be some totally other thing that would just, I don't know. There we go. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, that installs. We can what? I guess we could make a few tiles in GIMP. The graphics still aren't going to be great. I'll go back and draw some legit better tiles for us later. But for now, we'll just make some super basic ones with GIMP, and we'll make our little level and just, yeah, go from there, I guess. Cool, so that's installed, so we should now have tile. There it is, look at that. Does it work? It works. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got tiled, good. Now what? We want to open up GIMP, and we'll just make a couple quick tiles that we can use to make our map. Okay, so, new. So how many tiles, how big are our tiles going to be, and how many do we want for our tile sheet? Let's just keep it simple and do like 100 by 100 tiles, I guess, and we'll just have like we'll have 16 tiles, so 400 by 400, that's 16, right? Math? I don't know. 1600, so 1600 divided by 100 is 16. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. Figure grid. We want that to be 100 by. We already did that for us. Cool. And we want to show the grid, so that's under View, Show Grid, and those are our tiles. Make a new transparency layer. Can't see any buttons, but there we go. Cool, so let's make, for starters, just like a, like a dirt grass tile thing. If I knew a way to mask the layers, I would, but, oh, actually I do know a way. Haha! So just go like this. Boom. Now we can go, yeah, go for gold. Cool, that actually worked. I really could have just filled that in. I don't know why I took the time to actually draw all over it, but do. that. Get it sort of as close as we can. Again, this is just a rough one, so we don't really need it to be perfect. We could make this... Actually, you know what? Why don't we zoom out a little? Select this bad boy and move him over one. And let's switch back to our brown. Select just our tile so we can mask it. This wasn't supposed to be an art sesh, but we're just doing a little mini minor art sesh just to get some stuff we can use to build out a little map. And I'm just doing like the default dirt and grass look, but really if I was smart I would actually be like making more like Africa-esque scenery, really, wouldn't I? Because that's where our setting actually is for our MVP. Oops. Cool. That's one side of a cliff. Now we'll do the other side of a cliff. And that'll be something we can do better than that. Yeah, back onto some green grass, and dip it down, whatever, have a little bit of variety, and cool. So that's a bit of tiles. Now, what else? I guess it would make sense to have like an island singular with like kind of these lit things on either side. So do that. I can control my mouse, which looks like I can sometimes. Cool. If you guys can't tell, I used to spend a lot of time just drawing things in GIMP and actually Flash way back when that was a thing. And you know, of course, like these hit areas aren't going to be perfect in the actual game, but it'll still look kind of cool. My mousepad solution is not like too awesome, by the way. It's kind of like, that's my mousepad at the moment, so yeah, we're just working with what we got. Okay. Just naturally continue these down for a few squares. Not a few, just one will be fine. And I do right here. Classic. Classic bad mouse control on my part. Oops. I will do up like some proper tile sheets on my tablet, although to be honest, I find drawing tile sheets in GIMP is a pretty good experience, because just this grid tool and like being able to mask out like parts of the grid is just it's very, very helpful. So this we can just straight up fill, because it is just going to be a solid one. And this, we will something like that, just a little bit of movement. Feel like so artsy saying movement. We have movement in the drawing. Feels so cool. I wish I was like a real cool artist. You know, like some kind of like painter who figured out some new thing that like is magical in art world stuff. As you can tell, I'm not of that cut. I just draw things when I need to draw things and hope that they look okay, and that's pretty much my motto, but it would be cool. It would be nice. Hard to be original. Very true. Very true indeed. It's like Sherlock Holmes says, there's no original crime. It's all been done before. That's how I feel about programming too. I feel like it's rare that you have an original problem, so that's why searching for an existing solution to your problem is so effective half the time. Anyways, let's do like a few details for like the surface, so like background stuff or something. Or do we have enough tiles to find out? No, I think we need like a corner piece. Or, no, I guess we have that. Kinda. No, we don't. We need, okay, hold on. We need 2 more pieces, and I'm just gonna be lazy. Copy them. It's gonna be that, but it's gonna be brown all the way around. Whoops, not like that. Brown all the way around. And that's why I never use the fill tool, because it never really fills completely. It always leaves lines. Anyways, good enough, close enough. You like the Sherlock quote? Yeah, thanks, man. I love Sherlock Holmes. it should be. There we go. Alright. Cool. So that's, I think, everything we need to just draw islands. I could be wrong, we could be missing something, but that's more or less what we're doing. Yeah, just making a quick little tile map in GIMP, as quick as it can be, and then we're going to build out an actual map using the tiled program, which is going to give us a big JSON file with our tile map image, and we can load all that into Phaser and yada yada, go from there. It's cool how it applies to programming, like you said. I think part of the way to do something relatively original in anything is to be consumed by something, and then see something in a way no one else has seen, or no one else has, also bring something over from a completely different area of study. Very insightful, man. True enough. I like that a lot. I like the part about getting so involved, like so engrossed in it that you find something new because you just, no one's gone to that level or whatever. I like that a lot. I am just going to move this guy over here for my own sanity of mind. Not that it really matters. So now, let's make some little details. Let's make like a rock with some moss, maybe? Just a little rock. Just a little rock. Like, just a little rock guy, you know? Like this. Kinda looks more like a bush, but whatever. We'll take it. Gray bush, or rock, your choice. That's slightly more rockish. Now, I'm again using some tricky, awesome GIMP pro user. It's not that I'm really a pro user. I wish I was a GIMP pro user. GIMP pro users are boss. They're like right up there with Photoshop, in my opinion. So see, since we've selected around the rock, we're kind of, you know, masking it. Although that doesn't actually look as good as I was hoping. Kind of just looks like a camo rock. It looks like an egg, like a beaten up dinosaur egg. Yeah, let's just back that up. Hold on, let's do the same thing, but let's just use this airbrush. That should be a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little more. Sure. Rock. Okay. Green and gray rock. Rock with some vegetation on it. Done. What else do we want? Maybe a little tree. Little two-story tree. A two-tile tree. Make it more like a lighter wood. And we'll just put it on these two. And start like that and kind of work our way out. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I think I'm not gonna separate these streams by like art and dev anymore. I think I'm just gonna like do what we need to do live stream, and if people are into watching a longer art stream, I'll separate it, but if people aren't into watching that, then maybe that's just something I do off on my own. Cool, that's looking pretty solid in my books for our tree outline-y shape. I mean, it's fine, it's alright. Oh, whoops. Name of the brush size, new. We want the size of the brush to be 5. Something kind of like that. That's a tree. Now, just throw a few little dangly leaves on here and make them kind of teal leaves. It's like an interesting, different tree. I don't know, different tree. No, not 10. I'll bring that back to 7 maybe. Too bad. Can't go out of those boxes. That's the trick right now. That's the name of the game. So, a couple things. First, we'll just do, oopsies. Wrong tool, wrong tool, wrong tool. We want the magic select. Select that, select that, select that, and select that. Zoom in a little more, switch back over to our airbrush, switch out to a black, and we want a real low opacity on this, like 50. Just get a little bit of shading on that bad boy. Maybe I should just use GIMP for all the drawing. It's almost like easier for me, and also I don't have to resort to any weird like software so that you guys can watch it. Any like weird paid whatever the hell I'm using right now, I don't even know. It's just gotten out of hand. I mean, it's cheesy. It's not like perfect animation, but whatever, it's okay, it's something. All right, a little bit of shading on our tree. Maybe we'll just add a little bit of lightness too. How about not that much lightness? That's way too much. Turn that all down to 25. There, it's a little tree. It's not with a black outline like our character, but maybe that'll be the style of our game. The scenery won't have outlines and the characters will. I don't know. Does feel weird not to shade the rock now too, though. So better do that. That's more or less just add that in. Cool. For the black one. Seems like a lot. There. Now, 3 more tiles. We're almost done, I promise. And then we can move on to actually the cool part of making the map. Oh, wait, excuse me. Let's, what? I don't know. How about just some flowers for one of them? Same as the grass color, so... Why don't we just make a few different grasses? That's easy and quick. So, size 7, let's make that a little smaller, like 4. That's good. Or maybe even 3. Make that a 3, and stretch these last 3 as well. Definitely not that big, but 4 or maybe 5. No, 5's too big. Let's just keep it down there.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let
I feel like there must be like dirt, grassy area. Like there must grasslands in Africa. That truly has to be a thing. It's really a country I would like to visit, but I just I honestly don't know much about it. In all honesty, I honestly don't know much all about it. In all honesty, yes. Just for that extra redundancy. Continent. Yeah, right. Yes, true. Sorry. Country, continent. My bad. Continent of Africa. Yes, check. if you guys can't tell, geography / social studies was not exactly my strong suit in school. As a matter of fact, nothing was really my strong suit in skill. I was a pretty bad student all around. Yes. I always wanted to be a good student, but like it just never really happened. Cool. Well, I guess we should make grass around our thingamajigs then as well, shouldn't we? Probably should also mask the tile. Okay, we're almost done. Almost done, I swear. Just a little bit more grass and we're good to go. Okay. I declare our basic tile map to be ready, steady, done. Turn off that so we've got transparency. Export that. I don't know that we really need the XCF file for this, but oops, not export. We'll save it anyways, just so we have it. Games, no place like. Oops. Basic. Basic.png. Bam. Don't need GIMP anymore. We can switch on over to. That was some stuff we don't really need at the moment. And fire up tiled. Let's get it going. So, this is a little different than the last time I used it, as software does kind of change, but I guess we want to do a new tile set first, based off tile set image, yes. Basic, source, games, no place like, source, assets, images, and tile maps, basic. We don't actually need a transparent color because we already got that. The tile width is going to be 100. 100 might have been a bit big actually for this. Now that I think about it, we probably should have done like 50 size pixel or 50 size tiles, but that's okay. Whoa, we now save it as a TSX file. Okay, interesting. Not there. We want to start home, games, place like, source. Assets, images, tile maps, and yes, save. Boom. Cool, there's our tiles. Now we need to make a new map with using this tile set. Orthogonal, yes. Layer format. Sure, CSV, comma separated values is fine. Tile render order right down, yeah, I think that's right. Tile width, again, we want 100 by 100. Fixed at 100 tiles. I should have made it infinite. I didn't even know you could do that. Assets. Make a new type of asset, finally, not just images anymore. Now we have maps. We'll call this one just Africa Camp, because that's what we're calling the scene. Oops, but I'm searching, aren't I? We want to type up here, Africa Camp.tmx this time. And boom, we now have a map maker with our tile set already all loaded in for us. We are happy campers. So, cool, let's start drawing out a little map. Let's make, like, I don't even know, it's all infinite, so it doesn't really matter where we start, does it? Now I want one of these. I want that one to end it. And go like that. Tiled is such a good program, man. I'm always so impressed every time I use it. And you can select multiple tiles and then you can either place them all like in a line like that, or you can randomize them, which then it'll randomly draw from the ones you have selected. So cool. So I'm thinking we'll start right here, jump down here, and then let the madness ensue. I think I did miss a few tiles, but whatever. We're just going to make a map with what we've got. Yeah, I did miss a few, but okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is just for now. We're always going to update it later. It's always gonna keep getting better. That's the whole idea. Just gotta keep telling myself that. Except actually, I'm gonna make this like a little pillar like that. That's cooler. And then actually, let's make this a little wider. Oops. Oops. Or make it hang out a little. And yes. Cool. Oopsie daisies. Put our grass on. It'd be really cool to animate that grass too eventually one day. I'm sorry, I just really want to add an issue to the GitHub that makes it feel so official to me. So, I mean, it's already very official because Emmanuwebs threw up a pull request already. So it is official. It is now an open source project with more than just me. Even though it still doesn't show you as a contributor, I'm still so mad about that, but yeah, anyways. Gonna make an issue, just a feature request. We'll add a label. Enhancement. Animate grass in the wind. Grass blowing in the wind. Mint. Yeah, I'll update my config later, man. I'm so busy just listening to your stream while working. Totally, man. Don't worry about it. Hey, Emmanuwebs, so when you're working, do you just like listen to the audio of the stream? Do you not normally have the visuals up? I'm only asking because like I'm curious to know if I could convert this into a podcast, if that would be even slightly listen toable. Or if it would just be literally just a guy typing at a keyboard with the most boring thing in the world ever, and it would just be terrible. I don't know, but anyways, could be a thing. Just trying to spread my content as much as I can for the sake of, you know, like growing my audience, yada yada, all that stuff. Anyways. Question is, how far do we want to go with our map? Yeah, on the second monitor. Oh, right, I forgot. You've got that baller setup. Just playing with Twitch while working on the other side. Cool, man. Nice. Good setup. Then if I'm a little bit stuck, I'll just watch it. Nice, man. And you don't find you get too distracted doing that? Just out of curiosity. Like, just I'm thinking of the way I work. I could never watch streams and work at the same time. I would be so distracted. Makes me motivated, man. I feel I have a company working. Haha, cool, man. That's a good way of looking at it. I like it. You're the company jester, JK, says GX Evolved. Hey, actually, GX Evolved, I have something kind of special I wanted to show you. This might be super weird, and maybe I shouldn't have announced this on a live stream, but, you know, a few days ago in Discord, you guys posted a couple images in there. Well, honestly, man, when you posted that, like, we're going to Mars picture, it was probably supposed to be like a joke, but honestly, for me, it was like such a cool like thing. So I actually did something today because it was a big moment, and I don't know if you can see that. There. Hopefully you can see that. I made it a poster because that was nice for me, man. I was really touched. I was like, hell yeah, we're going to Mars. We're 150% going to Mars. Anyways, hopefully that wasn't a weird experience that I just took you all on, but anyways, yeah, as long as that wasn't too weird for you guys, that's how I feel. Those be the feels. Nice, man. Def. I'm the sleeper in the group, observing, learning, observing and learning. Yes, feels like you're plotting for something big. You're gonna do something legit and baller. I'm glad we're like a little group now. That's cool. Try to contribute to the game, GX says Emmanuevs. Hell yeah, dude. Totally. Like, try to make the credit section. It's a little bit easy. For sure. Faux show. Let's put a rock somewhere. There's a rock. There's another rock. There's a rock. No, we don't need a rock there. I don't know why, but that rock didn't feel right. And a rock right at the front there. Hell yeah. Def, eventually, you were thinking of doing the favicon. Sure, dude, that'd be sick. Honestly, anything you guys want. Like, if you know how to do it, you're welcome to do it. If you don't know how to do it, put it in an issue and someone will do it, or like we can all collaborate on it on a stream or something. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what these projects become, you know? That's what I'm really excited about. Oh, that doesn't work in this program. Oh, that does though. Okay, cool. Different hotkeys for different programs. It's all good. So now we're gonna have like a big drop, like. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you look forward to being able to apply myself to it, says GX Evolved. That's dope, man. I'm stoked for that. Don't feel shy about it either, man. Like, if you just try, like, that's the best thing ever, man. Like, if for some reason it's not like how it should be, then like it's no big deal. Like someone will come in and like change stuff up a little bit, but like whatever you're trying to do is like, that's the point. Like, it's, I don't know, I'm kind of blabbering, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Would be cool if we had some little like ender like caps for the bottom, like little stalagmite things. That'd be cool. Also be cool if we added caves. But we can do that a little later. Manuweb says, Sarek Den, can you check Visual Studio Live Share? This is fun, man. We could edit live. What? Really? Okay, writing it down, but also I'll check it right now. Visual Studio Live Share. Okay, let's check this out. See, Visual Studio Live Share. I've never heard of that, but that would be super cool. Live Share, it like pops up right away. Ooh, oh cool, yeah, I've seen stuff kind of like this before, like this other IDE that my friend was really obsessed with using, but oh, this is cool. Any app. Wow, really? That is going in my favorites, and I'm going to check that out before the next stream, and maybe we can edit code together. How cool would that be? Emmanuels, thank you for that idea. That is unreal. That would be so cool. Yeah, so we can edit on the next stream. So fun. Yeah, that would be, man. That would be sick. And GX Evolve says, yeah, caves would be really cool. Caves are how humans lived in Africa for so long in the beginning. It's almost like we are being killed by these robots and it's the end and we are in these caves where it all began. Great story symbolism. Yeah, that is great, man. I love that. Okay, let's add caves after this. But let's just do a little bit more map making and then actually like get the map in Phaser so we can actually interact with it with our character, not just clicking around. So, I mean, go a little bit further than that for now. Let's just, or, you know, for now, let's just leave it at that. Have another tree right at the end, just as, oops. Oh, right, because I've got random on, so turn that off. And there we go. Random back on. Bunch of rocks and the little tree on the final platform for now. So, save. Export as .json. Oops. Given file name does not have any known file extension. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, so that didn't work. Export as image. No, we don't want to export it as an image. Huh. Can you just import TMX? No, I don't think so. Export as... Why is it not JSON not working? Do we have to use like that other format now? That one that's... Yeah, that's not working. Okay. Huh. Let's see. Tile export JSON Phaser. I don't know. Load exported. Nah, that's way too into the code. We just need to export it from tiled first. Export JSON. JSON map format. Tiled can export maps as JSON files, do export as, and select the JSON file type. Oh, okay, so I just was not doing things right. Okay, so let's see. Export as. Oh, here we go. No, it doesn't say. There's. Where do I select it? That doesn't make sense. Tiled. I'm just gonna try it again, but it's probably not gonna work. Oh, it did work. Okay, so you just have to change that to the whatever. Okay, sure, whatever. If it works, it works. I won't complain. Games, let's just make sure it did actually export, because I am suspicious. Not distribution, we want source. Assets, I totally, by the way, you guys, I accidentally committed my friend's project into our project, so I'm gonna have to take that out in a later commit, but it's in the project history forever, so my bad. Sorry, Aaron. He's actually in our Discord, by the way, that particular friend. Let's just have a look at it and see what it looks like. Maps. Ooh, look at that. That's our map, but that's definitely XML. That is not JSON. Gersh darn it. Should we do it as XML? I mean, I want it to be JSON, not XML. So that's not right. Or that's fine, but it's not JSON, it's XML. I'd rather it not be XML though. I'd rather it be JSON if we could, just because I prefer JSON over XML generally. It's not JSON. Yeah, exactly. Error. Is it just the things too? Don't be big. Be small. Oops. Okay. That's not what we want, so hopefully I saved that. Tiled is being funky now. Why is it not letting me export as a JSON file? This is silly. What is this? New, open, save, new. Export as. No, that's it, huh? Okay, well apparently it's gonna be at. Whoa! Kaboom. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. My computer is freezing. And the stream is still running, okay. Wow. CPU is at 70-something% though, that's a little much. Ooh. It's chugging. Okay, there's something's not right here. Something is not right at all. Ooh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on right now. Hopefully this is coming through okay, but my computer is freaking out. Okay, tiled I think is the problem, so tiled needs to get got. So whatever, we've got an XML map. We'll just work with XML for now, even though it's not preferable. In my opinion, that calls for another issue, so I'm just gonna be making issues all the time now. This is gonna be my new favorite thing. Oh, am I really just that bad? I just totally wasn't reading it at all. Thank you, Emmanuwebs. You can export JSON from the command line. You got it. Okay, so you can export JSON from the command line with the export map option. Okay, so I've never used tiled from the command line before, so this should be fun. Like I keep going to like create issues, and then Emmanuwebs, you always like save it, and you're like, nah, we can do this. There's a better way. Don't make an issue. Do it. It's not a bad thing. It's good. I like it. It's a challenge, and it's very welcome. Tiled. Does it have a man page? Does have a man page. Cool. Okay. Oh, let's just do that. Tiled export formats, just to see what we've got. Export formats TMX, that's it. You would think it would show exports the specified TMX file to target. Okay, so okay, so we'll say, I guess let's go into our maps first. So source / assets / maps, tiled export, what was it? Map. Africa camp.tmx, And what? You must specify an out somehow, or just do it and see what happens. Oh, source target. Okay, so source target, let's say Africa camp.json. No exporter found for target file. Oh, no exporter found. Okay, so maybe we need to install a JSON exporter. Maybe that's a thing. Yo, this is cool. It's an international screen. USA, Canada, and the Philippines. Totally, dude. I love that. I think that's super cool. Is that what we were just looking at? Yes. It's like telling me that it is currently the only additional format supported for tile sets. But like, how do you install it? That's what I don't understand. It sounds like it should be built in, and it was built in previous versions. It used to just be an option that you just hit and it would whatever. I just worry about taking too much time trying to solve like an issue like this for you guys, because it's probably not the most exciting thing to watch. Yeah, let's see. When exporting on the command line in Linux, tiled will still need Xserver to run. To automate exports in a headless environment, you can use headless over X, blah blah blah. I don't think we need to do that, do we? Oh, I wonder. Yeah, throw in the issue now? Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Right now we can only export XML maps. For some reason, we want JSON. Okay, so that's an issue that we can come back to. Awesome. And I have a new theory, by the way, as to why it's not working, but it's fine. We'll just deal with phaser 3 XML map import. I imagine loading the tile map would be much the same. CSV map, I suppose. Except, is that an actual CSV file, or is that like an XML file with CSV? Ha! I like their loading thing. That's funny. You know what I'm going to do also? I'm going to reference one of my other projects, because I know I've done this before, and I know it took me a while, so with any luck, we can figure out how to do it again a little bit faster. And what project was that? I believe it was Adventure Game. Alright, let's see here. It would be game 2, I suppose. We'll be using the map. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. Add tile map, but we gotta preload that first, I imagine. So we'll want another preloader scene. So first up, we need to load up the tile map, but it's JSON. Oh no. Hopefully there's a tile JSON. I don't know. XML. Tiled XML. So we load the tile map in, and then we load the image of the tile. I don't know, I'm tired, I'm running out of words, but anyways, we do loady things next. I'm just gonna delete that. We don't need, we've got get for that. We don't need to leave commented out code everywhere. Level 1, let's call it Africa Camp. Maybe Cave Camp would be a cooler name for the first, like the little like safe zone. Cave Camp. What do you guys think of that? Cave Camp. /maps/ Africa camp, right? Yep, .xml. Now hopefully, I'm just winging this, but I really hope they've got a constant for that we can just use like that. That would be grand. Let's see if it works without exploding. Oh, right, we should probably boot up our server again. Oops. Doop-de-doop. That's probably going to be yelling at me. Wait until the bundle finishes, indeed. Uh-oh. Tiled XML of undefined. Of undefined. Okay, hold on. So we've got bigger issues on hand here. So, oh, because we don't have phaser. So we just want oopsies. Tile map, and we'll ditch phaser out of that. And that should, in theory, work. As long as the XML format is specified, which cannot read property tiled XML. Oh, it's still of undefined. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. I feel like it should be broken up like this one too. I mean, this is probably just going to tell me that it's undefined, like it's already telling me, but it's just for sanity checks purposes. Yeah, undefined. Okay. That was just a straight lift out of here, wasn't it? Phaser.tile. Oh, I'm using phaser 2 for this, I think. I have no idea, actually, now that I... Okay, let's see. First of all... Oh, yikes, I'm not even using NPM or anything. This is OG vendor. Okay. Phaser, view raw. Yeah, 2.4 is what I'm using for this. Okay, so we need to just let's do it from scratch. Let's just figure it out. Phaser 3 XML tiled modular game worlds in Phaser 3 tile maps number 1. That sounds very promising. Whoa, look at that. How cool. That's like a straight up Pokemon world they made. That's effectively what we're doing. We're just... Oh, yes, and then they're going to get onto Matter.js. I'm going to read these tutorials when I'm not streaming because Matter.js is the physics engine I want to learn, and I'm stoked that they're actually doing this. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Winning. I'm just testing it out on my smartphone. Would you be able to create controls for on mobile, says GX Evolved. Yes, we can do that. There might be easier ways of doing that in Phaser now. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to save that for the next stream, though, GX Evolved, if you guys don't mind. Because, for one thing, we're 2 hours and 15 minutes into this one. And the other reason is because I want to explore a few different ways of doing it and really, like, find the way that I think would work the best. I actually think what we might end up doing for that is creating like some HTML elements above the canvas that we show and hide or something. That sounds like it could get really hacky, but I have some reasons for thinking that might be a better way to go about it. Phaser has a plugin for controller for mobile. Oh, okay, cool, Emmanuebs, good to know. I'll check that out too then. I'll do a little bit of research before tomorrow's stream, and I'll find a way to do that. So that's what we'll put on the agenda for tomorrow, GX Evolved, is mobile controls. Yeah, because last time I tried to do that, I tried to just implement it 100% by myself using Phaser, and it was harder than you would think. I never actually got like a proper good solution working, if I remember correctly. Although I did with using HTML elements once before for like a little Game Boy style controller, which I'm thinking I might bring into some of our future games, but not this one. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just focus on this for now. First step, load the image. Okay, so we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. This dot load dot image. Basic tiles, assets slash images slash. Sorry, before I forget, on the stream for tomorrow, I need a new piece of paper. Hold on. Okay. Just for tomorrow. Investigate mobile controllers and investigate VS Code live code. Cool. I'll check both of those things out and we will keep this party rolling. Not totally feeling this song, not gonna lie. It's always this Wubba Duck guy, I'm not a big fan. I like this song, this is my favorite. You all needed to see that, of course. Anyways, assets, images, tile maps, basic.png. Okay, so we have now loaded an image. What next? Whoa, you can do this? Oh my, that's very cool. This means we could procedurally generate worlds, guys. Oh dear. Oh, this is gonna be a rabbit hole for me already. I can feel it. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's exciting for me. Except I'm gonna skip that because that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to load it from an XML file. We might have to figure out how to export to JSON actually. That might be an issue we have to tackle right now. Oh, loading from a file, CSV. Okay, but that is an actual CSV file. That's not an XML file. Load tile map. Oh, maybe there's tile map XML. Okay, let's try that. Here's hoping. Tile map XML. Africa camp, and sounds like we don't need any of this other junk. Save. Does it explode? Will it crash? Let's find out. Yes, it does still crash. So load tile map XML is not a function. No. What does procedural mean? Over time? Question mark? Says GX Evolved. Not quite. Procedural mean, or I guess sort of. Procedural to me means like doing things in order, like one after the other. So like procedural code this is kind of a bad example because this is like a mix of procedural and object oriented, but like doing one thing after the other is, to me, what procedural means. Perhaps Emmanuel's, you've got a better explanation. If so, feel free to shout it out, but that's my understanding of it. I might be able to sum up something a little better than that, but I'm tired as it stands. Yeah, I think we might be running out of options for loading tile map. Let's just look, let's refer to the handy dandy phaser 3 docs. Docs, documentation, whatever. Yes, thank you. Now let's see, I'm just gonna type in XML and see what happens as soon as the search decides to load. Nope. That's what happens when you just click randomly on WebGL. Ah! The whole world explodes. XML. Atlas XML file. Ew. Texture manager XML file. Atlas XML file. No, I don't think we're using Atlas. I think that's some other thing entirely. Procedural is like static code, means it's not reusable code. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, that's true. Generally speaking, procedural stuff is not really reusable the way it's written. That's one of the big advantages of object-oriented and doing things with classes and objects and all that fun stuff, is that code reusability. Anyways, yeah, I'm thinking we don't have a built-in XML map thing. Let's see if there's like a load tile. Let's just type tile, what was it, tile sheet? No, tile map. Woo, tile maps. I just want to see that search again. That, I think, held the answers for me. That's interesting. I get that when compared to object-oriented. Okay, good. I want to be a better teacher. You know, as much as like I like doing things the teach yourself version of learning to code, I know that there are like big gaps in my knowledge of coding, and part of me really does want to go back to school and like try and finish my degree so that I have that like theoretical baseline that I can always fall back on. That would be really nice. Anyway, so Sarek, then that tutorial that was for Matter.js, I think it said it was procedural in how it dealt with the sprites. Maybe. Good catch. I was really skimming pretty hard, but I don't know. I am going to go through these tutorials and actually sit down and read them properly. I just don't really want to spend the whole live stream just reading tutorials, because I am, unfortunately, quite a slow reader. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to give it up and try and export it as a CSV or a JSON instead of XML. So let's say, you know what, we should establish a system for like knowing who's working on issues. So I'm going to head back on over here, and I'm going to make a new tag on the issue. Or no, wait, no, they have a system for this. Hold on. We can go like this, right? Right, assign to yourself. Okay, yeah, so now I'm working on it. So if someone else is working on an issue, just, you know, message them or like leave a comment here and tag them in it and just be like, hey, are you working on this? Do you mind if I take a crack at it? Whatever. Just so we don't tread on each other's toes. You said something about procedural that made you react to it. Oh, yeah, sorry, that. That was me reacting to this. This here, the fact that you can define, I don't know if procedural is even the right word, I might have just gone on a heyday, but yeah, like how you can define a multi-dimensional array as your map. So that means, okay, yeah, sorry, that was me throwing procedural in there. We could like generate these maps. Yeah, procedurally might not even be the right word. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Yeah, we could generate these maps like randomly, kind of how they do in like Minecraft. That is something I really want to explore in the future. So that's very cool that this exists to me. That got me very excited. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna try and load it in. Yeah, let's try and export it again, but as like a CSV file or something. I think that this is gonna be the remainder of this stream, guys, is just getting this map loaded into Phaser. And yeah, I do have a theory about why it's not letting us. I wonder if like it's because we have infinite checked. If we uncheck that, are we now able to export it because there's a finite number of things? Let's just see. Export as. Still only gives us those two options, so that's annoying. Why is it like not? This program, I swear, this program used to have more options for exporting. This is annoying. Execute command. That's scary. We're not that pro user yet. It's not going to be any of those, but auto map. What is that? Map properties? I don't know. Sure, map properties. Let's see what's under map properties. Oh, that's this. Okay, never mind. I don't want to export it as an image because obviously we don't want to just load in a gigantic image, and plus we wouldn't be able to do collision detection properly or anything like that. Oh, sorry, I gotta catch up on this chat here. Cool, that's interesting. Good, man, I'm glad. I saw this animation for a game today. Someone made a planet and they said it was done procedural. So the word came up today for something graphics-wise. It was a planet design for a game, and he said you could make it bigger, etc. It was constantly changing the planet. That's very cool. I don't think it exists anymore anywhere anymore, but I actually was working on something that sounds a little similar to that. It was like a planet system, but the thing that was cool about it was, you know, normally when you're positioning things on a Cartesian plane, you need an X and a Y and sometimes a Z to like position things. But what was cool about so like when you're saving stuff to a database, you generally for a game would have an X, a Y, like a two-dimensional game. You would have an X, a Y, and like an ID of like what type of object it was. That's for like a relational database anyways. But for my game, what I was doing was instead of an X and a Y, I was just having an angle for the like position of the object and the ID. So the angle would be like the angle around the, what would it be? Circumference, I guess, of the planet, if that makes any sense. You'll post a link in Discord. Yeah, cool, man. Please do. Please do. I will figure this out. This is driving me crazy. I'm gonna just search the problem. That sometimes helps. So, tiled node JSON export. Can't export to JSON solved. That's a good sign. Discourse stop map editor. Discourse might be a cool thing for us to look into in the future. Maybe. Except not really. I really want to just build us a custom form. That's a goal one day, by the way, guys, is we're using Discord now, and we'll probably always use Discord for like a chat thing, but I would like to build us like a little custom forum thing with like all these cool achievements and stuff one day. That's another goal, but that one's on the back burner for now. Anyways, let's see what this is saying. I'm actually going to read it this time. Hi, first thing would do is to thank you for this nice editor. Definitely. Agreed. Props. It is a very good editor. I have a problem related to JSON export. I'm not sure what is wrong. I spent some hours researching info, but I can't seem to who can't export his maps to JSON. This is a little hard to read, but I'm getting through it. All the other exports work fine. But when I try to export JSON, the program exports to the previous file extension I exported. Okay, this is different than what we're doing, what we've got on the go. I wonder if we've got like an old okay, you know what? I'm gonna check the versions out on Tiled, because maybe we're working with an old version of Tiled. let's just go to the tiled site. That's probably going to display the version on here. Okay, I was wrong. Oh, tiled 1.22. Oh, about tiled 1.15. 1.15, 1.22. That's not that much older, right? Like, you would think... Darn, this is annoying. I feel like I'm not gonna find it by just continuously going through these options, but hey, that's like actually Google things. Could be that your problem is you're only changing the extension but leaving the file type combo box on the previously used format. Okay. Okay, so that does sound kind of like what's wrong with ours, but we don't have like a box anywhere. That's what I'm not seeing. It's almost like there's more options down here, but it's just not showing it for us. Let's try going like this. This is what I was trying to do earlier when it started freaking out on us, and now it's big again. Great. I want to keep it infinite, because if we can, I would love to keep the map infinite. That would be very cool. I don't know how that works in like the actual programming side of things, but if it works, and that would be really cool. But come on. Yeah, like I'm not seeing a combo box. That's what's not showing up for me. No, actually, okay. Zoomed out, can confirm there are no extra buttons, so I'm grasping at straws right now. This is annoying. Oh, and now it's being weird again, and it's gonna probably freak out and explode, so let's just close out of that real quick. Did you update the repo with the new African character? Not yet. Yeah, I'll do that right now, just so you guys can try it out. Let's just comment out that, so we don't put our half-finished stuff in there yet. Okay, that's good. That we're able to change back. Cool. Just gonna make sure none of my changes broke it. Well, you know, honestly, like, even if we can't get this JSON export thing working tonight, we still got a fair bit done tonight, honestly, in my opinion. It's midnight for me now, so I am going to have to wrap it up kind of soon, because I really do need to get a bit better sleep tonight. But I'll keep playing with this in my own time, non-stream time. Boink. But it would be so cool if we could get that map loaded in here. That would be so much better. Yeah, I'll keep trying for a little bit longer to see if I can get that working. But anyways, I'll commit this for now so you guys can fiddle around with that if you would like. Ooh, there's a new version of NPM. Whoa, significantly newer version. That's intense. But whatever, I'll get that in a bit. Just check the diffs 1,000,000 more times, and that's all looking fine to me. So add source/scenes. Images, we want the Africa tile map, the MC Africa tile sprite sheet, so we'll go source/assets/images/sprites, and the rest we don't need just yet because that's all gonna be, oops, how did that work? Oh, I just typed git. I didn't type any sub command. That would probably help. It's gonna be crazy each step of the way, that is for sure. Oh, maybe get a giant robot and some hitboxes in the next few streams. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That's ambitious, but we can, yeah, we'll go for gold, man. Shoot for the stars, right? You're bound to land on the moon. And hell, you might land on a star, which might not be the best thing in all reality, but symbolically it's very nice. Anyways. Adds, proper Africa MC character, add, and what? We added the fall death, and was there anything else? And adjusted the, that's fine, we don't need that. We just added the character and fall death. Good to go. Master first. Yep. Oh right, that's the only branch we have for this project. Oops. Great if I could remember my password now. Oh lord, I changed it today. What did I change it to? Come on. Come on, brain. I like those phaser labs, some good inspiration. Dude, those phaser labs are like how I learned phaser 3. Well, learned, I'm definitely a noob, but learned the little bit that I know. I learned like 99% from those labs. Yep, this is embarrassing, but I forget my password, so stand by, you get to look at my face a little bit longer while I, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna reset my password, but I'm showing you my face so none of you guys see my top secret password and steal it. Sorry guys. Stand by, technical difficulties. Or, no, never mind. We've got all our changes in the HTTPS repository. I'll just change my password. This is so embarrassing. I changed my password earlier today. I should really remember it, but as you guys are probably aware, my memory is not so hot. Although, again, something I'm trying to improve, but it's kind of hard to improve your memory. That's just, no, I want to, where's sign? Forgot password. No, I'm gonna do it on my phone for extra security, extra privacy. Don't worry. Okay. That should... Okay, I should now have a password that I can remember, and let's just hope that I actually do. It'll be super embarrassing if I literally just forget it again on a live stream, but I think I'm at least not that bad. Trying really hard not to like say my password out loud as I'm typing it, because I always like do that, but on a live stream that's kind of a bad idea, funnily enough. Okay, that should be easy to remember. I should be able to remember this password, and if I can't, shame on me. Oh wow, you guys could see my screen the whole time anyways, so that was, wow, I'm bad. Anyways, let's see. Let's go boop, boop. Now you're looking at my screen again, cool. I already know what my Christmas present to myself is gonna be. I know indeed. I want to get one of those little Stream Deck things with the little customizable buttons. That'd be so useful for this stuff. Oh my god. There's glare. Okay, well, anyways, whatever. I trust you. It is just you guys viewing at the moment, so I trust that you guys aren't going to steal my password. I'm more concerned about future people watching the YouTube video and magically, like, piecing together the keys that I'm typing and the sound and the distance between the keystrokes and all that magical stuff and somehow getting my password out of that. But anyways, I feel like I might be worrying about nothing. So anyways, let's do what we were trying to do. Must have. Once again. Whoops. One more time. Oh, there we go. Woo, we made it. Alright, cool. So it's online. You guys should be able to load it up pretty soon. It'll just take a minute for Netlify to catch the commit and make us a build, but shouldn't take too long because our build process isn't too hefty yet. So yeah, let me know what you all think, and if it works okay on your machines, works on my machine. Okay. You know what? I am just gonna test something because this tiled for Linux 64-bit. When I opened it as an app image, when I set it to executable and opened it, I want to see if we have. Okay, I've got another theory I can test if this falls through. We've got two theories in the queue. Oh, it just opens the installed one? Oh, okay. Well, so that theory's out the window. Or, well, actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, because this is a different version, right? Yeah, it is a different version. 1.22. Okay, cool. Let's see if they... Whoa, the UI does look a little bit different. What's it do? Yeah! We have JSON! JavaScript map files. Cool. I didn't even know that it was a thing. But JSON. We have JSON. Or why don't we just do CSV? Yeah, because that's what... Yeah, okay. That's what the tutorial's using, so that's what we're going to use. And we can keep it infinite. Cool. Nice. Okay, so, well, for now, I'm just going to open tiled from there and be confusing, but hey, it works. It works, it works. And, okay, we don't need all of these millions of searches. And we can close this. Did it. Problem was using an outdated version, apparently. Updating to 1.2.2. Is that what we did? I probably should have left that open for more than a second, but... And downloads, tiled. Yep, 1.2.2. Okay. Oh. And we can close it, close it. Oh, I could have put the comment in there, but anyways. Close this. Oh yeah. Heck yes. Alright. Cool. All right. Yeah, let's continue on with this tile map tutorial. And if we get through this, this is golden. We will have an actual map in our actual game with some actual cool stuff. I'm also gonna do this. Comment that out and change this to camp. So that way we can just comment and uncomment these to make it life a little easier when we're testing. Yeah, so we've got all that sorted. Now we just need to keep, actually we're still in the preloader, aren't we? Yes. So load our image. Load XML we've discovered does not work, but load CSV should. And we should have that file now. Oh, it didn't give it an extension, but .csv, now we have it. And just confirm, it is an actual CSV file. Booyah. Cool. So we've got a CSV file for our map. We're loading it in. Is phaser exploding? It is not. That's good. So now, oops. In our create, we're gonna do some stuff. I'm just gonna copy it and configure it. Copy and config. That's the kind of mood I'm in right now. I'm not feeling like full on rewriting everything for all our stuff. What are we calling it though? Just Africa. Let's maybe say map. Tiles, okay, that's good. Now in our create function, not that create. So I guess, yeah, we can ditch these platforms and we'll say add our map. key, not map. It will be Africa, camp, tile width, 100, tile height, also 100. That'd be weird to have like a rectangular map. I wonder if anyone's ever done something like that for a game. That would be interesting. I almost want to try it, just for the sake of being different. Add tile set image, it will be basic tiles, I do believe. Tiles, check. Layer equals create static layer. Now I really need to look up what these do. Create static layer. Let's have a look at the docs for that. And there are no docs. Great. Gravy. That's annoying. Why would there be no... It's right there. Silly search. So it takes a layer ID, a tile set, an X, and a Y. Okay, so layer ID must be coming from actually tiled, I would think. Oh wait, right, we're not opening tiled like that anymore. We've got our jank downloads folder method of opening tiled, but whatever, it works. Works for now, that's the point. What am I looking for? Just layer ID. Layer ID, here we go. Layer properties, does it have an ID? Does, ID 1. So actually, we want to use ID 1, not 0. So ID for us will be 1. Tile set we've already created. And X and Y, I guess, is 0, 0. Yeah, cool. Alright, and... Oh, is infinite gone now? Infinite's gone! I was really stoked on that feature for reasons that I don't totally understand myself, but it just sounds cool to have an infinite map. Doesn't that sound exciting? That. X and Y should just be yes at the top. And let's try it. See what happens. What happens is we have explosions, and that's because we're still using platforms even though we destroyed it. So we are going to have to add colliders between this layers on this map, but we'll come back to that. Ooh, now we're just falling into space forever. That's not really what we want. Invalid tile map layer ID 1. Oh, weird. I thought it would be that. Well, whatever, let's just try 0 and see if that doesn't scream at us. And failing that, maybe we have to pass in the string of the name? I wouldn't think so, because it's... Oh, it's a... Hey, look at that! We have a map! We fell past it, there was a map for like a brief second. Oh, and we're gonna keep falling forever because of our fall death logic. Oops. Anyway, that's great though, that works. So, okay. Now we need to do what? We need to add interactivity. No, we're not worried about the interactivity. We've already got that. We need building a map and tiled. Okay, yes. Loading a tiled map. Okay, from JSON. Oh, okay, here we go. So now... Oh, cool. So if we export it as... Okay, yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of switcherooing. Okie dokie. Okie dookily. Open it in our jank way. Export again, but this time... Oh, as JSON. And also, I think we're gonna have to break things into layers. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Below player, world, above player. Yeah, that's literally all we need too. Below player, above world. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. So really, everything is gonna be above the player, except well, everything is going to be the world except for the grass and the stuff on top, which is going to be in front of the player. Is the way I'm picturing it. So rectangle select. Oops. Shift maybe? Oh, why? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do it a little bit at a time and stop being a fool. Tile layer. This is gonna say above MC. I call that solid, maybe. Solid map, or just solid. Solid and above. So we want to go there. Whoa! What's happening? Okay, just there. Pasting all our grass over. Layers. Layers over layers. Layers on layers. Layers is like the greatest invention for drawing, yet also like the most annoying thing in the world at times. Like when you're drawing and you forget to set the right layer, and then you just have to redraw everything all over again. That's the worst. It would be great if I didn't make this so jumpy all over the placey. Wait, I just had an idea that's going to make our whole life a million times easier. No, I didn't. Never mind. Scratch that. I'm silly. I thought our work was already done for us for some odd reason. I don't know. The ideas I have at this time are not always my greatest. Thank you all for bearing with me. We're just cutting the grass and the occasional rock. And then tomorrow, maybe, we'll add... No, tomorrow we've got other plans, but we will come back and add caves. I like that idea. And that, GX Evolved. I like that idea a lot. Try again. This is what I would call tedious. Honestly. Just confirm it is actually all. all of it. Ha ha ha. Whew. Okay, with that out of the way, we can now continue on and go like this. Export as JSON, overwrite that one. Yes, please do overwrite. And close out. So now, we're going to follow the tutorial. And we're going to do... So, in the create, they add the tile set image, like we have here with the basic tiles. Now they're creating 3 layers now instead of 2. So we'll just create 2 because we don't actually have 3, but that's fine. So we'll say const, we'll say above MC, just above layer equals, what do we do? Create static layer. Layer. Pass in. I shouldn't have closed the program. I keep closing that way too early, and then I gotta open it in this weird jank way that we've invented. But okay, above MC. That's the key we're looking for. Above MC. And what are the other parameters? To Chrome, please. Oh, and just line it all up and add the right tile set, and yeah, okay, cool. So that's pretty cool. We could add like multiple tile sets to like a single map if we wanted, I suppose. That's probably like old news to everybody else, but for me that's pretty cool. Just possession, yeah, that's it, cool. So then we're just gonna do the exact same thing, but it's gonna be the, what did we call it? Solid layer, I think. So solid layer. I think the key for that was just solid. We can double check because I didn't close the program yet. Good this time. Gonna close it, but I think we have all the information we needed. Okay. So we've got above layer, a solid layer, and now we just need to add some collision detection between one of them. And in theory, yes, multiple layers, we know about that, and you're doing kind of a different style of game than we are, but that's okay. We're not worried about that. Moving with physics, here we go. Set, okay, so world layer, set collision between the 45th tile will be marked as colliding. Huh. Why don't we just, can we just do the whole layer? Because that's kind of how I had it set up. I don't really necessarily want to set them between for each tile. I mean, that would have worked and we wouldn't have had to do the layer thing, but since we did the layer thing, it makes sense to use the layers, no? So can we just say, let's just try the old school physics collider, MC, and what is it? Solid layer. To go, see if it works. And oh, invalid layer ID. Okay, so that's not working again. Okay, so it looks like here. Interesting. So okay, I did close it too early. I knew I was going to, and I did, but no worries. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just making it out to be a big deal. So layer properties, ID 1. But that ID was lying to us earlier. That wasn't it at all. No custom properties, okay. I mean, I'll just try it again, but I don't think it's gonna like us. Let's, okay, too many things. Back it up. I just want to see in their tutorial, because they're using strings as keys for the second part, so maybe are they using a slightly create static layer? No. Layer name or index. So yeah, why? That's our layer names, isn't it? Above MC and solid. And we have above MC and solid. Weird. Yo, Sarikdan, you're gonna head off. It's 3:30 a.m. I was actually reviewing last night's stream earlier, and I will probably do the same with this one. Love watching you code in this stuff. Thanks, man. See you around, dude. Yep, definitely, man. Thanks for sticking with us for so long. Pleasure to have you as always. Yeah, come back tomorrow and we'll be doing the controller, the mobile controls, and potentially actually writing some code together if I can get that thing that Emmanuel sent in the chat worked out. The Visual Studio Live thingamajig. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so have a good one, man. Get a good night's sleep, and I'm gonna try to do the same right after this. Maybe not right after, but after. Oh, I know why it's not working. It's because we're not loading JSON. We're loading CSV still. Oop. And we're not. We didn't even change the file. Okay, there we go. That's the problem. There's your problem. Try this again, and now it's exploding. Okay, so let's see. Cannot read property length of undefined. I wonder if that's because I'm using that infinite property again. Let's just check, make sure I actually see if I am for one thing. Map properties, infinite, yes, turn that off and try and re-export, just see if that makes any difference. Okay, try again. Cannot read property 2 of undefined. Okay. Where's that coming from? Somewhere deep within Phaser. Oh yeah, that would be epic, the dual coding. Yeah, exactly, man. Anyways, yeah, have a good one, VX Evolved. Have a really good sleep. Good night. See you next time. See you tomorrow. Phaser can't load external tile sets. Use the embedded tile set button and then export the map again. Oh, okay. Where is that? Oh man, so many buttons. No, where is it? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Darn it. Gersh, darn it. Gersh, darn it. Am I just blind and totally missing it, or is it actually what is it we're looking for again? Embed tile set. Pixels maybe? Embed tile set. Embedded tile sets. So uncheck it, right? Oh, use the embed tile sets and then use? Use embed tile sets? Okay, sure. There we go. We'll get it, we'll get it. Hey, there we go. No data found for basic tiles. Okay, we can figure that out. Really? Nothing? Loaded in there? Tile maps. Make sure we're actually loading the real thing. Basic copy to that seems to be right. Are we using the same function? Oh, hold on. There's two parameters. That would probably help, wouldn't it? What is the first parameter? Let's do the docs. Tile set image. Okay, tile set name. The name of the tile set as specified in the map data. Okay, I have no idea, so I guess we'll have to find that. Why don't we just look in the JSON file and see what it says? Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, I turned infinite off, but it can be on. Cool. Tile sets. Name is basic with a capital B. Okay, so basic. That should do it, hopefully. Dun 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 dun. I think we have a map. And we don't hit it, but yeah, we have a map. And it kind of works. So now we just need to collide with it. So this is definitely not working. And I'm gonna add the collisions a little. Or wait, when do we? Yeah, okay, so why don't we initialize our MC right at the top, and the map under that, and then the collisions under that. Map v MC collisions. Alrighty, it's just going to be falling forever looping like that, but we'll fix that soon enough. So let's see what they have to say about the collisions. Again, that's the, I thought, so if you are working with tile indices, then there's set collision. Okay, so let's try set collision. Oh, does this look us right to the docs? Oh, hell yeah. So indices. Oh no, that is, you do again have to pass in the tile numbers, which is annoying. I thought that was the whole point of putting it on layers. So, oh, so there's a better way, set collision by property. Oh my lord. So are you telling me we have to, yeah, okay, so oh man, okay, so yes, we do have to go through everything and add a little bit more data, but oh man, we're almost there, almost out of this business of, yeah. How did he do it? Select. Okay, yeah, custom properties, right? Yeah, okay, so do custom properties, add, collides. That's annoying, but whatever. Well, just I don't necessarily want it to be a string. Can it just be a boolean? I'm just gonna redo that real quick and see if there's a better way. And actually, I am gonna make the map infinite again because I really want that to work, even though it really makes no difference right now. I think it's very neato burrito. Okay, custom properties again, so we'll add, oh, here we go, string. So yeah, we want it to be collides and not a string, we want it to be a bool. Okie dokie. And now, last bit of this madness, or you know what? Hey, actually, putting them on layers will come in handy here. We can hide the above MC, select every one of these, hit like that. Now in theory, that should collide, all these should collide, that just shows collide all the time. So let's see. Nice, okay. Well, they're not even on there at all, but oh what? Now they're not even showing. This is weird. Y'all saw it, right? Oh wait, I'm not on the layer. That would probably help. And still not showing. Okay, that's not a vote of confidence, but Why don't we just export it and take a look at the JSON file and see if it shows up in there, and if it does, we'll just move it. I'm tired of messing around with GUIs. Ain't no time for that, as I mess around with another GUI. Properties collides, bool, true. Okay, is that just on the whole layer? Who knows? Well, let's just try the function and see if it works. Right? So world layer dot, or just not even world layer for us, it'll be solid layer dot just dot set collides and collides true. I think we used the same property, but now I can't check. But or yes, I can. I had it in the previous collides. Yeah, so I did use the same property. Smirt. S-M-R-T. Smirt. Okay, so reload that and it explodes. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess the infinite maps are a no-go. I feel like that is what's triggering that. So, okay, fine. No infinite maps. No infinite maps. I'll get over it one day. Oh, and also that brought back our custom properties, funnily enough. Sort of. Oh, hold on. Did I? No, I put that in the wrong place. Oh, I put that in the wrong place. I put that on the map. Map. Custom properties. Yeah, we need to. That's not where that should live. I done goofed on that one. Let's see. So, layer properties is, I imagine, where it should be. So the above ones will hide again. And we'll go like this. Or actually, we'll put it on everything. Collides, bool, but we'll hide that layer and we'll only make, hopefully, only make collides true on these ones? I don't know. Or is it just on the whole layer? Yeah, it's on the whole layer. What am I talking about? It's not on each individual thing. That would be a lot of data, so it makes way more sense just to put that on the layer. And then making layers actually wasn't for nothing. So good. All right, we're golden. We're Gucci, as all the children say. Okay, so maybe this will work now. We will find out. Oh, not quite. We fell right through it again by the look of it. Let's just let it reset, and yep, we're still falling right through it. Damn it. Oh, we are so close. We are so close. Okay. Collides. Oh, but collision with who? Do we still need to set collision between? Oh, maybe. Hold on. We might not even be done this part of it yet. Nope. Debug graphics. Okay. Nope. Yep, okay, we do need a collider. I knew it. I knew it. Guess I could have just tested it and... physics, add collider, this.mc, and solid layer. Huzzah! This might, in fact, work. Loading, falling, not landing. God. Come on! We're so close. I've never done this set collision by property. I've only ever done it... Okay, so you know what? Actually, for that matter, why don't we just do it the old way to Yes, it's a little bit more tedious and annoying, and this is a way better way, but for now, again, iterative improvements, we'll get something working, then we'll make it better. So set collision between, so I guess what? That would be 0, I imagine? 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 through 9 are going to have collisions. So let's just do that. Set collision between 0 and 9. Okay. Not the best way of doing it. That property way is definitely better, as is indicated by the tutorial, but if this works, then it works, and we've got something working for now. And indeed we do. Look at that. Boom! We've got a little bit of janky lines showing up everywhere, but that's okay. Let's explore our little world. It's a little glitchy, but we'll fix that later. Oh, and that's a busted tile. Oh, that's actually totally breaks everything. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, well, I'll fix that in a minute, but we'll just avoid that little pothole for now. Drink. And then we've got another one. Great. Okay. Try again. Trial and error. But it's working, that's the point. We've got some glitches from that we can probably fix within tiled, but check it. We've got a map. Oh, and I can't jump on it. That's funny. Maybe I have to change something. I think it's not... What would it be now? Not touching to do that. Bang. That's a total guess, but we'll find out. Point blank Ted, I think you set the property on the tile set, not the placed tiles. Okay. So like on the entire tile set or on the layer? Because it would make sense for the layer to me, because then in theory, like, you could have multiple layers like we do, right? That actually did work. I'm impressed with that. We're doomed. Doomed! Still, that actually works. And just gotta clean it up a little bit, but that's okay, we can do that. Oh, but that's too high for us to jump. So we got a little bit more map making to do, but more or less, it kind of works. Oh, maybe are my collisions just not working on those? I think that's what's going on, actually. Okay, so you know what, for now, cheap solution, but solution. Did I just count that wrong? Am I just dumb? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I am totally just counting that wrong. I don't have to do hacky solutions. I can do a good solution. So not till 9. We want collision between, I've already forgotten, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10? No, 11. No. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I did get 0 through 9. Get the feeling if we just change this to 10, it'll magically work, and maybe this should be 1. Let's just see what happens if we do that. We haven't actually exported our new tile sheet yet, so... Yep, that solves that. So I guess maybe the tiles aren't 0 indexed like everything else. And we still won't be able to make that, but I'm fixing that shortly. Okay, so we got that fixed. That should be good. The rest is probably okay, I feel like. That won't be. So... Doink. Oops. Doink, doink. Doink. Doink, doink. Rock there, so doink. Okay, and then... Did we lose you point blank, Ted? I'm curious to hear more about this. Yeah. I really don't know how this works. It's been a while since I've worked with tiled or any of this stuff. I feel things have changed a lot. That's one, that's one, a little bit longer. Okay, I think the rest should be good. So let's re-export one more time. I think we might have lost Ted. Cool. Ooh, it's a little lag. That's okay, but do remember I am running OBS and a bunch of other programs at the same time, so in theory, if you're just running the game, it should run a bit smoother. Again, the goal is that this thing can run on my Chromebook. That's really the performance goal. This is kind of lame, but hopefully we'll be able to turn these sorts of things into like an actual hill in the future instead of just big like thingamajig. And loop, 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 and dun 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 dun. That's our map so far. Very cool. Let's just see if we can fix up these lines. I know this was a bug I ran into with one of the other games I was messing around with, so I'm just gonna quickly reference that because I feel like I already have a solution for this. Oh, point blank Ted, you said you think once you set the property on the tile set, it will carry over when you place the tiles. Not sure about the layers though. Okay, I think I gotcha. So it would almost be like a matter of like setting up the properties first and then maybe drawing out the map with them already set, and then yeah, I don't know. Kind of makes sense. Anyways, Adventure game, would that be the one? No, I think that's Phaser 2. What was the game I was doing that was Phaser 3? Was there one? Oh lord, I have way too many of these projects. Maybe it was just Adventure game. No, or no, well, no, it would have been Avon's Adventure. Haha. Uh-oh, we found a potential security vulnerability on one of your dependencies. That's not good. I'll check that out in a little bit, but first I just want to see what. It was just like a setting in here, I feel like, that... Oh. Pixel art true? Okay, let's just try that, see if that makes a difference. It's commented out, but maybe it'll make the difference that we're looking for, so... Index. Oh, we have it commented out here too. Let's give it a try, see what it looks like, see if it fixes the yank. Nice. And it does! Okay, so that fixes those weird lines that were showing up everywhere. Kind of a bummer though, because I was sort of hoping to not use the pixel art style and use the anti-aliasing style, although I could be wrong, but I think performance might actually be a little better with this pixel art style pixel thing on. So if performance is better, then hell yeah, you better believe we're going to be using it. That could just be that's pure speculation though, I don't know if that's actually true, but... Anyway, we now have the makings of a little game. Do-do-do-do. Very exciting. I'm gonna make him jump a little higher, so that's like slightly less annoying. Let's say negative 500. Mega jump. Ooh, hell yeah. Big jump. Oh, and I missed. Okay, well anyways, the point is it works, and I'm going to commit it, and I think we're going to cut the stream there, because it is now 1 a.m. for me. But that was very productive. I'm very glad we did this. And thank you to you guys who stuck with us for this whole stream. Emmanuel's GX Evolve, Point Blank Ted, all y'all. And anybody else I missed. Sorry if I'm missing names, but... Thank you all for joining, and I guess I can switch over to my handy camera view. Yeah, so thanks guys for joining us, all of us, on this stream today. I think we got a lot done. I am super tired, so I'm gonna go get a sleep now. Asleep. I'm gonna get asleep. Asleep. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, thanks guys. I'll oh, you know what? Here, I'll just get that online really quick so we can so you guys can all test it and stuff. We'll just yes, uno momento. We'll get it online in a jiffy. Basic tiles, tile JSON, yes. Scene start. Oh, we need to just change that back really quick, but other than that, I think we're golden to push. Preloader. Again, get diff. Yeah, scene start. Title scene is the one that's actually going to start. Good. Background color. We get rid of all the platforms and we move the sprite up, the MC, and our map. Cool. Alright. And then all the untracked stuff. But I feel like there might be stuff we don't necessarily want in there, but I'm gonna be a little lazy and just... Oh, actually it'll show me everything now, won't it? So we can reset the XML because we're not using that. Or actually we can just remove it. No, we can reset it first. Source, assets, maps, XML. Let's just do that first so I've got the thing and the thing. So we're going to remove the XML one, and we're also going to remove the CSV one. And the other ones I think we want to keep. TMX we want, because that's so other people can edit the map using tiled. JSON we want. Index we obviously want. Preloader, the rest is check it out. And yeah, that all looks good to me. So yeah, let's punch it. Let's get it online. What did we do? We added a map. Oh yeah, ship it. You can tell we're very professional here on this channel. So, oh yeah, ship it, and boom, git push, origin, master. And this should be online shortly for everyone, all and y'all to see. Bada bing, bada boom. I do need to change this so it's actually using my SSH keys too instead of HTTPS. I've been meaning to do that, but I'll do that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's problem. So, yes, that was our stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Yeah, if you're around tomorrow night, definitely tune in. We'll be doing more of this, but tomorrow our plan is to do a mobile controller so you can play it on a touchscreen, or not necessarily a controller, but we'll do mobile controls of some sort. And we're also going to investigate doing live coding in VS Code so you guys could actually code along with me during the stream, which is potentially the most baller, awesome thing I've ever heard of. And all credits to Emmanuebs for shouting out that idea, because that is awesome. And yeah, so hopefully that all works out. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. See you next time. See you whenever. And hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining.